हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज़ मनोज योर जर्मन कोच। दोस्तों, हमारे लास्ट सेशन में हमने बात की थी पास्ट पार्टिसिप परफेक्ट वाई के बारे में, जहाँ पर हमने वर्ब के वीक वर्ब्स के रूल्स को वी ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड। ऑलराइट, हमारे आज के सेशन में वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट स्ट्रॉन्ग वर्ब्स, स्टार्कर वर्बन। क्या चेंजेस होते हैं व्हेन वी कन्वर्ट द वर्ब्स इनटू पास्ट फॉर्म? ओके, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ चेंजेस आर देयर? तो दो वर्ब्स होती है, हमने कल देखा था वीक वर्ब्स एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग वर्ब्स। वीक वर्ब का रूल हमारा क्या था? वी जस्ट नीड टू फाइंड आउट द थर्ड पर्सन कंजुगेशन फॉर्म एंड ऐड GE एज प्रीफिक्स। ऑलराइट, एंड वी आल्सो try to understand which helping verbs are used, whether sein or haben. When sein, what is the rule? When haben, what is the rule? If there is action, movement, change of position, change of state, we use the past form with the helping verb sein. And when there is no action, no change, we use the past form with the helping verb haben. Alright, we try to understand few of the things. Today, we are going to talk about starker verb. Alright, there are verbs. For example, we have a verb finden. The past form is gefunden. We have singen. The past form is gesungen. See, complete change. Alright, I is converted to you, I is converted to you. Okay, this is what we are going to learn in this session. So we have 7 different classes of verbs. So let's try to understand these cases one by one. What is our first case? When we have EI in the verb, what actually happens in strong verbs? GE remains there as the prefix. Only one change. There is no third person's conjugation. Rather, we only change the vowel. हम सिर्फ combination कुछ vowels होते हैं उनको change कर देते हैं. Alright, rest everything remains same. So EI is converted to IE. EI is converted to IE in few of the cases. For example, Schreiben. We have this EI. We'll change it to IE. Geschrieben. Entscheiden. Entscheiden. Entschieden. Steigen. Gestiegen. Treiben. Getrieben. Alright, but number 2, this is my A. Sometimes EI is converted to I. In what cases? If after EI there is T or D. For example, reiten, schneiden. Okay, please make sure EI is converted to I. Okay, only when after EI there is T or D. What actually happens? EI is converted to I, and whatever D or T, they will always be converted into double T. Geschnitten. Okay, this is important. EI is going to convert to I, or T or D hoga, that is going to be converted to double T. This is my first case. In second case, what is the second category we have? Case number 2, I is converted to O. I is converted to O and U. When O, when U. When, like we have a verb singen, trinken. We see after I there is always N. Whenever we have N after I, we convert this to U. Gesungen. Getrunken. But if after I there is double N or double M. For example, schwimmen. We have C. So we convert this into O. Geschwommen. This is my second category of a sentence of strong verbs. Let's talk about third category of the strong verb. IE is converted to O. IE is converted to O. When the verb, let's say, fliegen, geflogen, schließen, geschlossen, geschlossen, verlieren. You remember, VER will not give any GE here. Verloren. Ziehen. Here we will convert this into this form. Gezogen. Gezogen. This H is going to convert to this form. There are few of the exceptions here. Okay. My fourth category of the strong verb. Fourth category. My E is converted to O and sometimes it remains E. In what cases? Let's see. First case, when E is converted to O. I have a verb, let's say brechen. We have a verb helfen. We have a verb nehmen. We have a verb treffen. Such verbs are changed like this. By E is converted to O, we have to see after E there are two consonants. After E there are two consonants. When we have two consonants after E, we will change it to O. So this will be gebrochen, geholfen, genommen, this is an exception, getroffen. But if after E there is only one consonant, so E remains E. Essen, we consider it as a one consonant. Gegessen, no change, we just add G. Okay, geben, gegeben, lesen, gelesen. We have sehen. See, we have only gesehen. Okay, and one more important observation. We have after one consonant there is okay. Another category, what else is converted into E, right? That is my fifth case. Let's see what is our sixth case. A remains A, but what are the changes? For example, fahren, gefahren. We have einladen, eingeladen, schlagen, geschlagen, schlafen, geschlafen. In such cases, we are only adding GE as prefix. That's it. A remains A. Okay. Seventh case. AU remains AU. In this one, few of the verb Having EI remains EI, U remains U. For example, laufen, gelaufen, heißen, geheißen. Okay, rufen, gerufen. So these are our 7 cases where these verbs, the vowels, they change it and nothing else. Let us try to understand the concept of strong verbs through some examples. Here we have was trinken. Was trinken is non-action verb. Helping verb will use haben. So with du, it is hast. Was hast du getrunken? Nehmen. Non-action verb. Was hast du genommen? Finden. Was hast du gefunden? Wem helfen? Non-action verb. Wem hast du geholfen? Wie lange schlafen? Non-action verb. Wie lange hast du geschlafen? Was tragen? Was hast du getragen? Wem schreiben? Now here. Wem hast du geschrieben? I.e. Was lesen? Was hast du gelesen? Wen sehen? Wen hast du gesehen? Was essen? Was hast du gegessen? Wohin gehen? Now there is a moment. So we'll write wohin bist du gegangen? Bleiben. It's an exception. Wie lange bist du geblieben? Laufen. Wohin bist du? AU remains A. Gelaufen. Kommen. Wann bist du gekommen? Fahren. Wohin bist du gefahren? Fliegen. Wohin bist du, i.e. geflogen? Okay, so this is how we use strong verbs when we convert sentences into past form. All right, so stay tuned and keep learning. Thank you very much.